Over the last, I would say, 5 years, especially, the speech therapy team have been inundated with more and more referrals. We have an elderly population on the Isle of Wight. We have more and more people with age-related swallowing difficulties, as well as neurological difficulties, etc. What we were finding is that our qualified registered staff were having to be taken, the majority of their time were taken by very complex, acutely unwell patients and managing those. And we found that there were this cohort of patients who'd made huge gains on a rehab programme but weren't yet back to normal diet or fluids, but their risk was deemed to be very minimal, and as a result weren't necessarily getting input from therapy anymore. However, the impact on their self-esteem and their return to a normal life is quite huge, because it stops people, if you're on a modified diet, it stops you going out for restaurants, it makes meal times quite difficult, and also there's a huge risk in terms of the fear of choking. If people have been choking before, they're actually quite reluctant to move on, and that has an onward impact on nutrition and weight and so on. So what we did was we identified our speech therapy assistants as key people for that cohort of patients, and we put in place a programme of competencies for our speech therapy assistants, so they could actually start to manage those patients, and we called it a moving on programme, and move those people on from maybe a puree diet onto a soft diet, back onto a normal diet, or off of thickened fluids, etc. So again, it's been really valued by the patients that receive that input. In terms of patient safety, this will have a big impact.